it's me, K10, and check it out. We're invited to a princess party, but the princess party is happening right away.
We better hurry.
Wait a minute. This gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. We can make a whole princess outfit to get us ready for the party. But it says we have to be there soon, so we gotta make this stuff really quick. Are you ready? Yes! All right, let's start making. Come on! Okay, so we have to start making our princess outfit. I think we should start with something that all princesses have on their heads. What do you think they wear on their heads?
Tiara.
So I think what I'll use is this old headband that you just pop on like that. And what I'll do to make a tiara is I'll use some of these.
Pipe cleaners.
What we'll do is we're gonna take our pipe cleaners and we should pick a color that kind of looks more like a crown. So I'm gonna pick yellow. I'm gonna just take the pipe cleaner. I'm just gonna start winding it around this tiara really tightly, kind of just like that. And this way it will also help kind of grip onto your hair too. So this is the base of our tiara. So our crown will grow out of here. So just kind of like that a bit. Maybe what I'll do is I'll take another pipe cleaner, and if you ever need a pipe cleaner to extend, what you can do is you can just wind two pipe cleaners together and you get a doubly long pipe cleaner. Fun Crafternoon tip. So we'll just twist this around again and again, and that's looking really good. Maybe one more, and then now we want to make the tiara shape. And I'm thinking what we could do is kind of make it look like, you know, the number 3 on top. So we zigzag, zigzag down. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to make that shape. So I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna pinch right here. And I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna pinch there. And I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna pinch there. And I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna pinch there, then I'm gonna go back up, and then that's where we're going to bring these pieces back together. So I'm just gonna wind these up and kind of wind them around each other. So there you go. Here is our beautiful princess tiara. Here, I can pop it on.
Ooh.
So the next thing we need to look like a princess, I'm thinking, is something that every princess carries around.
A wand.
So if we're gonna make a princess wand, we will need a wand base. So I was thinking we could use this spoon that I just found at the dollar store. And maybe what we could do is we could cut a star out that could be part of this wand. So I'm thinking maybe what we do is we use, I have a little bit of scrap paper here, and we can kind of measure out how we could draw a star for this beautiful wand. So I'm just gonna take this marker and I'm gonna draw a star. Start at a corner, you go up, you go across, you go down, go up, and then you go down. Just like that. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And we'll try this out, and it kind of fits on our spoon. I think if we make our star even bigger, so I'm just gonna make an adjustment here. And again, your star does not need to be perfect. It just needs to be really kind of cute and perfect for you because you're the princess. Now I have my star measured out. I'm gonna cut it out. There, beautiful star. And what I also think we can do, we'll glue our star, we'll paint our star, we'll glue it on, and also because we have these little things back here, we can tie some ribbon onto it and have it hanging out. So, we're just gonna take a ribbon. Let's start with this one. We're gonna feed it through right here. And if your wooden spoon doesn't have holes in it, you can just glue your ribbons on or tie them onto the base here. Whatever works for you. All right, just gonna go like that. Beautiful. Next one we'll do over here.
Wow, look at the time, K10. We gotta get moving.
There we go. Now I have the back looking really wand-tastic. Can make some magic happen there. I think I'm gonna use these extra wands just around the base here. Just like that. Awesome. There we go. So now our wand is looking amazing. It's just missing the star. So I think our star should be ready to go. It's looking great. And we're just gonna glue this right on top here. So I'm just gonna grab my tacky glue. Maybe I'll use a brush with my tacky glue today. Sometimes it's easier to use a paintbrush with glue because you can get it in a really targeted spot. If you have to kind of be precise, like we have to be here to make sure it doesn't go all over the place or through these holes. So I'm just gonna put a layer of glue around here. Okay, so now we're gonna put this beautiful star right on top, like how we measured. We're gonna press it down. Press, press, press. All right, are you ready to see this? We made a beautiful princess magic wand. Make a wish.
I wish to make more crafts.
For our next and last princess craft that we have to make to get ready for our princess party, which is sooner than ever, I think we need a princess tutu. Okay, so I'm gonna move this over to the side and I will show you how to make a tutu really fast. What you'll need is some elastic. And elastic is really cool. It kind of stretches like this. And you can use string if you don't have elastic, but elastic is perfect for this craft. And I found all this elastic at the dollar store. In the craft section, of course, you're gonna wanna take the end of the elastic. You're gonna wanna measure it around your waist, like so. And once you're around your waist, and it doesn't have to be like perfect, you are going to cut the elastic here. And there you go. This should be your tutu length.
Make sure to tie a knot in the end.
Then we're gonna use a special tutu fabric.
It's called tulle, just like ballerinas wear.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to cut strips of this beautiful fabric, and these strips are going to become our tutu. You just cut all the way down. Okay, and we're at the bottom. Boom, boom. So what we're gonna do is you take this beautiful strip, and it's pretty long. You find the middle. Then you take your tutu and you bring it through, and you bring these parts through. You do a loop over, and that way, you can also tie a knot, but this is just an easier way to tie a knot. And you get 2 pieces of the tutu hanging down. Isn't that cool?
We need to hurry, K10. The princess party is waiting. And I want to dance.
cut our tutu pieces faster by folding up this fabric. All right, like that. And we can even fold this fabric in half this way. Just make sure you're cutting it the right way. And then we can just cut a whole bunch of strips for our tutu that we can put on just like the way I did. Take your strip. And again, it doesn't need to be cut perfectly because it's all about making sure your tutu skirt is nice and flowy. And pull it tight to knot it on. We'll do another one. And do you see how this is going to look just so pretty on top of our dress?
Ooh, pretty.
So we're going to keep doing that till it looks like this. Whoa! Look at this beautiful skirt, beautiful tutu. And you can crush these up a bit to make it even more poofy and floofy. And I think we're going to add one more. I see a spot where I can add my last piece of fabric. And we will pop it right on, just like so. And the good thing about these things too is because they're not actually tied on, you can move them around a little bit. They can slide around, you can take them off, you can take them on, you can add more. But I have a beautiful princess tutu. Time to put this tutu on. Whoa! Wow, check it out. We have our whole princess outfit ready to go for the party. We have our beautiful wand, our very lovely tiara, and of course, our princess tutu. Well, thank you so much for having another very princessy Crafternoon with me, K10. Bye! Oh, hey, do you hear my carrot? It's coming. Over here, yoo-hoo! Thank you so much for watching K10's Crafternoon. If you love making crafts as much as I do and you love making them with me, make sure to subscribe to my channel on YouTube at K10 Crafternoon. Make sure you ask a parent to help you out. Hi, it's me, K10, and today I thought we could play sink or float with some of my favorite craft supplies. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Okay, so we have our sink or float basin. And remember, do not play sink or float unless you're with a grown-up. That's really important. First off, I think we should try, ooh, do you know what these are? These are paint brushes. And we have some blue handle paint brushes and some black handle paint brushes. All right, do you think these are going to sink or float? Let's count and drop them in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. 2 of them are floating and a few of them sunk. That is so neat. So some sink and some float and one is kind of in between. That is so cool. All right, are you ready for our next craft supply? It's crayons. I love using crayons for crafts. Now, do you think that these crayons will sink or float? Ready? Make your guess. 1, 2, 3, in you go. Whoa! Look, the crayons sank to the bottom of our basin. Here's our next craft supply. Do you know what these are? These are colored pencils, and some people call these pencil crayons. Now, do you think these pencil crayons will sink, or do you think these will float? Make your guess and count with me. 1, 2, 3, in you go! Whoa! It looks like they are sinking too. There's one that's kind of taking its time. It's kind of floating like that paintbrush, halfway up and halfway down. This looks like such a fun thing to stick my hands into and play and craft with. Okay, time for another craft supply. This is a palette, and a palette is good for putting paint into when you're doing a painting project. Now, do you think this palette will sink, or do you think this palette will float? Let's make a guess. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. It's floating. It's floating. Even if it gets some water in it, the palette still floats. That is so cool. Now for another object. Look at this. This is a glue stick. It's so much fun to make crafts with a glue stick. Now, do you think this glue stick will sink, or do you think this glue stick will float? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, in you go. Oh, look! The glue stick is floating, and it looks like our green colored pencil is floating, and our paintbrush is floating, and we got still 2 paintbrushes floating. Okay, so now we have, ooh, one of my favorites, glitter glue. Do you think glitter glue will sink, or do you think glitter glue will float? Let's make a guess. 1, 2, 3, in you go. Oh, wait, did you see that? It went down to the bottom. Here, I'll let you see. It went down to the bottom and then went right back up to the top. Ready? Whoa! And it made a splash. Look at that. It's floating. This is really fun. This is a fun one to play with. We have 4 more craft supplies. Take a look at these. These are craft sticks. These are made out of wood. Now, do you think these will sink, or do you think these will float? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they float. Look at that. Now look at these. These are scissors. Do you think these scissors will sink or float? 1, 2, 3. Oh, they went right to the bottom. Wow. We have a jar of paint. And this color paint is purple. Wow. Okay, let's see if this paint is gonna sink or float. Make your guess. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it stayed at the top. That is so cool. Okay, last but not least, we have this jar that I love to put water in to mix and wash off my paintbrushes. Do you think this jar will sink or float? Let's test it out. Oh, whoa, it went right down. I wonder if it'll float if it doesn't have the water inside of it. It's just like that. Nope, it gets water right in there and it goes right down to the bottom. Wow. Well, you know what? We could take this water and we could take these paintbrushes, and I think we could take this paint and we're ready to do a brand new craft. Thank you so much for playing Sink or Float with me. I hope you had a great time. Bye! Hi, it's me, K10, and today I'm at a beautiful flower garden. Look, I found a red flower right here, and I found a purple flower right here. And I can't wait to show you these flowers. They're yellow. And I brought my little jar and my scissors because I'd love to pick some flowers. Wait a minute. Look at this sign. It says, please don't pick the flowers. But that means I don't have any flowers for my jar. This gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. We can craft flowers and we can put them in this jar. Yes, all right, come on, let's go. Whoa, all right, so we have our blue vase. Hello, hello. And I'm gonna put it over here. but we need to make some flowers to go inside of it. So let's remember the 3 colors of flowers that we saw. We saw yellow flowers, we saw red flowers, and we saw purple flowers. So I'm gonna pick out a nice purple piece of construction paper. That looks really nice. I'm going to pick out, ooh, there's yellow. Gotta use yellow. And red is right on top. Look at that. So these are gonna be the 3 colors of flowers that we're gonna make. And I also am gonna need
Paper straws!
and these are going to be the stems of our flowers. And there's a lot of places where you can actually get paper straws if you just ask nicely. There's even a major coffee shop that has green paper straws that you can ask for. All right, so let's start making our flowers. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take our piece of paper and we're going to fold it in just like this. And we're gonna take our scissors and we're going to cut it. And how far you fold it is up to you, but this is kind of a good, like using a little bit of a finger to measure. Because flowers are all very unique. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our glue stick, which I put right here. Glue stick! And I'm going to only put glue on this top part of this thing that I'm doing. So I'm just gonna glue along the top only because I want the bottom to not be glued together. So I'm gonna fold it up like so. So then you get kind of, you can still have an opening on this end, but this side is all glued up, nice and shut. So what we're gonna do is take our scissors and we're gonna cut the end that's not glued together. This is the part that was not cut. So we're just gonna start making little cuts down this whole flower, just like that. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm using safety scissors because I don't want to cut myself. And safety scissors are great because if you cut yourself using safety scissors, it hurts way less than real scissors. It keeps you safe when you're crafting. And you want to just make a lot of these little cuts. And you can take your time doing this because it takes some time, and each one of these cuts is going to be a petal on your flower. Once we've made all this go all the way down, I'll show you what we made. Okay. Look at this. It sounds pretty cool. Yeah, so this is like, if you did this for another craft, you would call this fringe, because you're putting fringe, and sometimes you see things called tassels that are just basically these things but rolled up like this. And see how this is kind of becoming a flower? That's our idea with this craft. So we're gonna unfurl this. We're gonna take one of our paper straws, and I'm gonna grab my tacky glue, and I'm going to make a whole line of glue. In this craft, you get a little messy. I'm gonna make a line of glue all the way down here, making sure that the glue doesn't touch our little fringe petals. And I'm just going to wrap this around and spin this down. So see how I'm spinning this at an angle, and it's wrapping around just like so. And I'm getting a little glue on the table, but that's okay. That's why I put paper on the table. So you see that when we wrap this around nice and tight, and you can experiment with the way you wrap it because it'll make different looking flowers the different ways you do it. Go nice and tight around and around. And we're almost at the bottom. Nice. And that is going to be all glued. And you get something that looks like this. Now, the fun of this is you get to fluff each one of these petals out. Look at that. You just kind of like wake each one of them up. Say, wake up, wake up, wake up, flower. And that looks so pretty. And now that you've done that, you can pop it in your jar. I think we should make 2 more and see how this jar looks. You can make 2 at once. You can measure 2 by just putting one in front of the other. And you can cut down here. Then you'll know they'll be the same size because you cut them together. And this matches this matches both the parts of my outfit. It makes sense that I would dress like a flower. So, we're just gonna do what we did before. We're gonna take our glue stick, glue across the top, and we're going to press it. We're gonna take our glue stick and glue across the top, and we're going to press it together, just like that. And then, because we're gonna do 2 at once, we're going to hold these together as we cut. Okay, here we go. And now you'll see that we didn't make just 1 fringe, we made 2 fringes. So I think what I want to do for this purple one, I'm going to make it look like this nice red one, because the purple flower at the park actually kind of looked like this. So I'm just going to add my tacky glue and grab my paper straw, and we're going to wrap, wrap, wrap. I'm going to try to just do this even on the table. See if I can just go like so and get this really nice and tight. Nice. Boop, 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 boop. So now that I've gone like around this far, I think I want to stop the flower there. I could keep going, but the flowers at the park didn't have that much length of the purple flowers. I'm just going to keep wrapping until we're set. And nice. Oh, maybe I'll just tear that part off right there. And pinch, pinch, pinch. And I'm just going to open this part up. Ooh, this is looking really, really cool. Awesome. And that is our purple flower. I'm gonna pop that in here. And last but not least is our yellow flower. And I wanna try to experiment and see if we can make that one more of a flower by keeping it at the top of this. And just trying that. This is so fun to just try out different things of the craft. So I'm going to just roll this just right up here. Boop, 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 boop. Keeping this right up at the top of the flower. Oh, come on now. There we go. So all that glue gets stuck onto each other. I'm gonna go down a little bit on this flower stem. This is a really fun craft for you to do with a grown-up. And I think it looks really, really, really nice what you wind up making. And this is also a really nice gift if you're going to somebody's house and you want to bring them some nice flowers. I think that there would be nothing a host of a party would like more than flowers that were made by you. All right, so we have this. I'm just going to open it. Let's see what this looks like when we open it up. Wow, this looks like a really cool flower. It reminds me of a marigold flower, actually. We're just gonna pop that in here too. Check it out. It's our Crafternoon creation. We made flowers that can go in this beautiful jar, and I know that they'll last a really long time. Well, thank you so much for having another Crafternoon with me, K10. Bye! Hi, it's me, K10, and check it out. We have mail! Yes! Let's open it up. Okay, it says, oh, before we see what it says, look, there's a pattern on it. And it looks like this might have been a card maybe used at the holidays. All right, let's read it. It says, hello, K10. It's me, Taylor. And guess what? What? I'm having a butterfly birthday party. Oh my gosh, that sounds so much fun. It's about the theme, butterflies. Oh, I love butterflies because butterflies are pollinators. I want something I can make for my party because I'm so excited. Let me know ASAP, Taylor. Okay, ASAP, we gotta get to work. But this is giving me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. We can make a butterfly decoration for your party and it's gonna be flutter butter-tastic. Yes, come on, let's go. Whoa, all right. We have to make a butterfly decoration for a party. So I think we should start with one of my favorite things for crafting, an old paper towel tube. So my idea is that we can maybe make a butterfly napkin holder, and maybe we can use a napkin like this to be the wings for the butterfly, so that when you come to the party, you see a butterfly, but the wings are actually your napkin. So I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna cut, and this will be our butterfly's body. So what I'm gonna do now is, before we paint anything, I need to figure out where the antennae are gonna go for the butterfly. So I think I might just do a little snip right here at the top. So this is something that might be helpful for a grown-up too. You're just gonna go snip, and then watch your fingers, and snip. And so the idea, I'm thinking, is we can push this down, and then once it's all painted, we can take, ooh, I don't even know what color, I like these color antennas. So you can take a pipe cleaner, and you can push it through to be the butterfly's antennas. Like so. Isn't that cool? So that's why we cut that little hole before we start painting. But I think our butterfly needs a body color. So I'm gonna put some white paint on my paper right here. And I'm gonna put some red. That is probably enough. And I'm gonna add some of this really cool orange color and put it on the plate. Boop. And I'm gonna take my paintbrush, and we're just gonna start mixing, 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 mixing. And at first it'll look all kind of swirly. And look at that, it's turning into kind of a beautiful salmon color. Salmon is a type of a fish. I think this is gonna be a perfect color for our butterfly. So we just take our beautiful thing, and we just start painting. And acrylic paint really does a good job covering, so you don't need a lot of paint to make a big impact. Oh, wow, okay, great. So now we have this entire tube painted our pinky salmon color.
Yay!
Now we need to figure out where our face is gonna go on this little butterfly. I'm gonna use this part that's already dried. And I'm going to take some googly eyes. And the cool thing about them is they are already sticky. So sometimes you can find googly eyes that are already sticky and you don't even have to glue them. But you know, I love gluing googly eyes too. So let's stick these right here with a big press. I think I want this butterfly to have maybe close together eyes. It's always kind of cute when you have that. Whoa, check that out. Okay, ooh, look at that. Those are cute little googly eyes. I'm just gonna grab our pipe cleaner and I'm gonna thread the pipe cleaner through, just like so. Also, if you're ever doing 2 crafts in one day, you could put this in a separate drying zone and always come back to it to do this part, because this part does get a little sticky if you haven't waited for it to dry just yet. But we're impatient. We want to see what this looks like. So just bring this up like so. Look at that. And so your pipe cleaner might get a little bit of the paint on it, but that actually kind of makes it look even more unique. And we're going to twirl this pipe cleaner down here to make it look even more like antenna. And antenna usually have like little balls or things at the top. So maybe what we could do is use some beads.
I love beads.
I pop them on top, just loop that through and bring it down and twist, 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 twist. Nice. There's one antenna, and we're gonna take this bead, push it through, and bring it over and down. And we're gonna twist, 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 twist. Great. Maybe what we can even do, if we want these antennae to be more curly, we can take something like a marker, and what we can do is we can wrap this around and kind of train this pipe cleaner to go in a shape that we want. We're gonna take our napkin, move our butterfly body to the side, and we're gonna fold the napkin with an accordion fold. You take our napkin, open it up, and you're gonna go fold, and then you're gonna go fold this way, because what we wanna do is we want all the colors of the napkin to be on one side. So you don't wanna roll it up, you wanna fold it up. And you're going to kind of make it even more narrow, and you're gonna pull it through the tube here. And this is called a napkin holder because it holds your napkin in place. So let's keep pulling it, pull, 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 pull. And we want the colorful part to be where the butterfly's body is facing us. And look at that. Oh my gosh, this looks so cool. I'm gonna pull it some more. And all we need to do now is spread those wings, butterfly. Check it out. It's our Crafternoon creation. We made a butterfly napkin holder. Wow. Well, thanks so much for having another Crafternoon with me, K10. Bye. It's me, K10. Oh my goodness. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. everybody, this is my friend Kennedy.
Hello, everybody.
And Kennedy, how's it going?
Good. I'm gonna go to a sleepover.
You're going to a sleepover tonight?
Yeah, but first I want to do something fun before I leave.
You want to do something fun before you leave?
Yeah.
And we said we would hang out today, so wait a minute. This gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. Kennedy, we can make a fortune finder that you can play with everybody at your sleepover tonight.
Yeah!
Awesome. All right, let's get crafting. Come on, this way. Whoa! All right, are you ready to make a fortune finder?
Yeah.
Wonderful, me too. So the first thing we need to do is pick a piece of paper.
I want this color.
Ooh, all right. Well, maybe I'll choose this color.
That's plain.
I know it's plain, but I'm gonna decorate it with markers later.
And then it won't be anymore.
Exactly. So I'll move this to the side. And so the first things first we need to do is we need to make a square. And is this a square?
No.
No.
It's a rectangle.
It's a rectangle. So here's how we make it a square. Take the corner, we'll use scissors in a second, and bring it across.
Like this?
Yeah, and make sure that that corner really lines up. So you might be a little bit over here. That's okay. So just like that. Do you see that? Now press it down. Press, press, press. And this, great. So now what you're gonna do.
This doesn't really look like one.
It doesn't look like a square just yet. But what we're gonna do next is fold this piece
Hold this piece.
over like that.
This?
Mm-hmm. And use your thumb.
To
Your
seal
thumb
it
in
off.
to seal it off. So now what you're gonna do is open it up.
Open it up.
And you're gonna have a line that you wanna cut. So cut along that line right there. Okay?
Cutty, cutty.
Cutty, cutty. And I'm going to use my thumb to do a little rippy, rippy. Awesome. So now, what shape do you have?
Square.
A square. Now to make our fortune finder. So we have this beautiful line going across. So we want to make another line going across.
Wait,
so
what?
bring this end to touch there. All the way across, and try to line it up the very best you can.
Like this?
Yep, you're doing great. And then use that thumb to make this nice, make a nice line.
And seal.
Seal it up. If we fold it in half, what shape does that make?
Triangle.
What? I love all of these shapes.
Yeah, me too.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to take the corner,
This corner?
any corner, and you're gonna fold it to the middle.
Like this.
Yep, and seal it off.
Seal it with your thumb.
Seal it with your thumb. And then turn it around.
Wait.
Yep, make sure that's sealed. There you go. And then now take this side and do
Same
the
thing?
same. Yeah, you want the line to match right
Kind
up.
of looks like an airplane we're making.
I know, but it's gonna be different. Now what we're gonna do is flip it over.
Flip.
How many squares are on here?
4.
So take a corner,
Take a corner.
and you wanna fold that corner right to the middle.
And there.
Perfect. So now what we're gonna do is
I'll go over.
fold this, fold it like a triangle. Yeah, so fold it together
So.
like that, and then fold it like that. Press. Yep. Oh, this is nice. It's good to have a grown-up to help for this. And then fold this like that. And press, 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 press. So I'm going to put my fingers in each one of these.
It looks like origami.
Yeah, it is origami. And
Oh.
do you see? My fingers are going in over here.
I made one.
You made one, yeah. All right, and then,
I can play with it.
exactly. So see, now And the first time it's made, it's like a little bit, you gotta kind of press it a bit. So now let's do yours. So, kind of you have to bring them together. Now put a finger in, yeah, one there. Yeah, and then, there we go. I think we got it.
Yay!
Okay, now take your pincher fingers.
Pinch, pinch, pinch.
Pinch, and then you want to pinch in there.
Pinch, pinch, pinch.
So bring it together, close it, and then open it this way. One, and then open it this way.
2.
Yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2. There you go. So now this is our
Can I write my name on it?
You totally can write your name on it. But what I think we should do first is we gotta start doing our fortunes. So the first thing we should do.
Should we write 1, 2, 3, 4?
You got it. So what we're gonna do is.
With a black.
Yeah, so let's grab markers. You can just dump all those markers out if you want.
Messy.
We can be a little messy because we're crafting. Whoa!
Crafting is messy.
Crafting is messy. Okay.
I need black.
Okay. So.
1.
Yeah. And so each triangle, I like to do like this. Like, so you do like 1, 2. We're gonna make 8 numbers. How many numbers do you have on yours?
8.
I have 8 numbers on mine too. So what we will do first is we can write different colors. You wanna write on there? I'll hold it for you. R-E-D. Nice. Now which is the next color that we should put on here?
Green.
Green. Love it.
G-R-E-E-N.
Green. What is the next one? Go.
Purple.
Purple. That is a fun color to say. Do you know how to spell purple?
P-U-R-P-L-E.
Yeah, purple. So what is the last one gonna be?
Blue. I know how to spell blue.
And that is a beautiful color of blue.
B-L-U.
Yeah, B-L-U-E. So each number gets a fortune. It's the game show that everybody loves. It's Fortune Finder.
Pick
Okay.
a color.
I pick red.
R-E-D.
Okay.
Pick a number.
I pick 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Pick a number.
1.
1.
I pick number 7.
Okay.
What is my fortune? What is my fortune?
You are pretty and smart.
Ah! Yay! Isn't that so fun?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So which color do you pick?
Pink.
P-I-N-K. What number do you pick?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What number do you pick?
1.
1. What number do you pick?
8.
8? Okay, this is your fortune, whatever I say. You are so nice and caring. Well, you are so nice and caring for coming over and crafting with me.
Thank you for helping me make it.
You're welcome, and thank you for joining us too. Bye! Thank you so much for watching K10's Crafternoon. If you love making crafts as much as I do, and you love making them with me, make sure to subscribe to my channel on YouTube at K10 Crafternoon. Make sure you ask a parent to help you out. Hi, it's me, K10, and check it out. We have mail. All right, let's open up this card. It says, Dear K10, I love your show. I want to know how to make a craft for my best friend Ava. She just lost a tooth and the tooth fairy is going to visit her. Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. Thanks, Jasper. Also, I put something else in the envelope for you. Let's check it out. What do you think it is? It's a googly eye. This gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. We can make a little tooth card for your friend Ava. That'd be so fun. Let's go make one now, come on. Whoa, all right. So we have to make something for a friend who lost a tooth. So I'm thinking, why don't we make a tooth fairy? All right, so I think we can use some watercolor paper for this.
Watercolor paper.
So first off, we need to make the shape of a tooth. So what I'm thinking we do is on the back of the watercolor paper, we can draw a tooth shape. To draw a tooth shape, it's kind of like drawing a heart, and then you just kind of dent in at the bottom. Let me show you. We go like this, and we go in, and like this, right? Kind of like how you are when you're drawing a heart. And then you go down, and instead of a heart, where you would connect these two things, you go up and down. We're going to cut this out, and the reason why we drew on the back is because you won't see it on the front. So, cutting this out. And again, teeth are definitely all sorts of shapes and sizes. So you do not need to worry if your tooth is a little bit different or if one side is a little different than the other. That's all part of the fun. All right, so we're gonna curve around and down and up. And we're gonna curve around again. Make that nice and even. And look at that, we have a tooth. What do fairies have? Fairies like to fly around, and they use what to fly around with? Wings. So let's make some fairy wings using our scraps. So I'm gonna draw on the back again. So a fairy wing, these can be really cute. They can be like this, and kind of like how you would draw a flower petal. And the last thing we need is, I think, our tooth fairy needs a crown. And a crown is really fun because you just draw the base, and then we're gonna go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, kind of just zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. And you can kind of have fun with that. I love drawing zigzags. And the more unique you do it, the more cool it's gonna be. All right, just because we are working with a really small scrap, we can kind of cut in on the zigzags like this. Whoa! All right, boop. And over here, and over here. Nice. Let's do that. All right, so we've got our tooth, we've got our crown, we've got our wings. Now it's time to paint them.
Watercolor paint.
Let's get this nice and wet. And we just start plopping it down on the paper, and see how the paper is absorbing the colors. There's all kind of different ways it's absorbing. We could even try some lighter ones. Look at that. It's just so pretty how all of these colors absorb in their own way. Let's try some of this brighter one. Over here. Wow, that is so nice. So we have the crown for our tooth fairy. I'm gonna put it in a drying area. And now we have to paint our wings for our tooth fairy. So I love the idea of doing pink wings. So, this is one of my favorite colors. Maybe I'll use this. And maybe some of this one too. And here we go. Oh, wow. So pretty. And the nice thing about this project is, oh, look at that. I just put a little bit of water on it, and now I'm like really painting. Wow. That looks great. So I'm gonna dry this little wing off in our drying area. area. And the last wing, our little flower petal, I'm gonna make this one brighter pink. See how that looks. Wow, it's just so cool when all these splotch down in their own unique way. Okay, and because our tooth is watercolor, we're gonna put some watercolor on that. Check this wing out. So beautiful. So, let's glue these eyes on. Excuse me. Sometimes flipping these over is tricky. A little bit of glue. There we go. One tooth fairy eye on. And a little bit of glue. Two tooth fairy eyes on. Next thing I want to do is I want to do some cute little cheeks. Because you know, when you pinch your cheeks, they get all rosy. I think this tooth fairy could have the rosiest little cheeks.
Aw, so cute.
So let me pick a color. How about this one? This one is a nice kind of cheek color. Maybe a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Now let's just see what we get right here. If we do little rosy cheeks. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Let's do rosy cheeks over here. And if you just kind of move your brush in a circle, it actually makes a bigger circle, just like that. Okay, and now we just need a smile. We're gonna do a fine line, and we're gonna use this little paintbrush for that. We're gonna go into the black watercolor, and let's give this little tooth a smile. Oh, that is just so cute. Look at that. And so what we gotta do now is we've got to use our glue to connect all these pieces on to our beautiful tooth. So we have this wing. Oh, that's gonna look so good. So what you do is you put some glue kind of at the bottom tip of that wing, and you put it back there, and then you kind of find out where it looks good. I think that looks really nice for a wing. You also could just tape it if you didn't want to glue it. Wow, check it out! We made a tooth fairy using watercolor paper and watercolors. It's our Crafternoon creation! Yes! Thank you so much for having another Crafternoon with me, K10. Bye! Bye! I'm gonna fly! All right. It's me, K10, and check it out. Today we are in the desert. The desert is a place where there's not a lot of water, so it's really dry and really sandy, and there are a lot of special plants and animals that live in the desert. I want to show you a plant that I saw earlier today. I will give you a hint though. It is very pokey. Maybe the pokiest plant you've ever seen ever. Do you know what plant I'm talking about? I'm talking about the cactus. Check this out. This is a barrel cactus, and it's called a barrel cactus because it's shaped kind of like a barrel. And a barrel cactus can live to be over 100 years old. Can you believe that? And a barrel cactus has a lot of very sharp spikes on it. Ouch! And the reason why it's so sharp and pokey is because a cactus has to keep safe from all the animals that might want to eat it. Ooh, me? This gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. We can make a cactus that doesn't hurt when you touch it. Yes! Okay, here I go! Oh, but wait! We're gonna need a rock to help us out. Come on! Whoa! Okay, So we're at our crafting table and we have our rock, which is going to be our cactus that doesn't hurt when you poke it. So to start, I'm gonna use a little bit of scrap cardboard just to be the working station so I don't get the table dirty. And I'm going to grab our palette. I'm using a real palette, but if you have a paper plate you wanna use, or even a real plate that you can wash and use again, you can use that too. And so I wanna make my cactus green. So I was thinking we could use these paint and maybe mix them together. To paint this rock, I think I'm gonna use a nice big paintbrush. I'm just gonna start mixing these colors a little bit, but not a lot. And I'm just gonna start painting this rock. And look at how nice that looks when you use a few different colors on your brush. It always adds a nice thing that artists call dimensionality to your painting. So see, you can kind of see a little bit of the blue in there and a little bit of the green. I just think that that looks really nice because in nature, there's a lot of dimensionality when you look at plants. Like even that cactus we were looking at today, it had a lot of different colors on it. And that's a nice thing about nature, I think. Okay, so when this is all painted on this side, I'm gonna try not to get my fingers too, okay. I'm gonna try not to get my fingers too messy, but because we're using acrylic paints, those are really easy to get off our hands when we're done. And artists always have some paint on their hands, I think. It's fun to make a mess. Get that all nice and green. Okay, wow, I just love how this is looking. Take a look at that. Okay, so we're just gonna let this hang out here. Okay, balance. I'm gonna pop that in there. I'm going to wipe off my fingers. And next thing we're gonna use to make this is a pot. And I'm using, like, I found this at the dollar store, but you can use anything to be your pot. You can recycle a can that a grown-up says is okay to use. You could use a bowl. You could use anything you want. You could even use a cardboard tube, but we're gonna use this today. I think that'll look really cute. So what I want to do before I put this in, actually I'm gonna maybe measure it a little bit. That looks good. I think I need a little padding underneath to hold this up. So I'm going to grab some felt from my awesome tray of craft supplies, and maybe that will help pad it up. This is the part of crafting that you just have to invent the solution. So let's try that again. That is looking really good. All right. Wow, okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to take some glue, and this is tacky glue. You can also use a glue gun if you have a grown-up with a glue gun, but I love using tacky glue. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna pour some glue in anywhere that the cactus is meeting the side of the container, just to get it all nice and in there already. And then we need to put some soil. So in the desert, there's sand, there's soil, there's rocks, as you know. And I was thinking maybe we could use some pom-poms to be our soil, because these are kind of cool because you can kind of just shove them in anywhere they need to go.
Pom-poms.
So I'm just gonna start putting in some pom-poms, just right in there to be our soil layer and our different rocks, and make it look kind of like a funny desert. Like maybe a desert where there's like a little bit extra color in the air. I've never been to a desert where I've seen soil like that. But this will be our desert. So once you got some pom-poms in here, and you know what, you can kind of like push them in so that they're poking out a bit, and also put them kind of where the glue was, It's a nice way to cover up the glue and you know that those pom-poms are gonna stick. Okay, so now what I think we need to do is add some more tacky glue before our next layer of pom-poms. So just a big squirt of that. And you can get tacky glue at any sort of art supply shop. I just love it because it's so tacky. Tacky is another word for sticky. Wow, this is looking really, really good. Sometimes I even surprise myself at how good these crafts look. Check that out. That looks so nice. So now we talked about doing the spikes part that don't poke you. So for that, we're gonna use a brush. Let's use one of these smaller brushes here. And so we're gonna kind of use this brush kind of like a stamp. So we're gonna press it into this paint and we're gonna stamp it right on there. Do you see that? So we're gonna use the white paint on the green and we're just gonna go stamp, stamp, stamp. That is something fun about different brushes. You can totally use them as brushes like we did to paint this green. You can also use them just like a stamp. And different size brushes will give you different size spikes. Here, I'll show you. Let's use this big brush and see how that stamps. I bet that's gonna make a really big spike. Whoa, that looks cool too. Everything is always a fun thing in crafts when you can just experiment and trust your gut. Okay, let me just take one more look. Wow, this looks really awesome. And also, the shape even reminds me of that barrel cactus shape.
Ooh, pretty.
Check it out. It's our Crafternoon creation. Thank you for having another Crafternoon with me, K10. Bye. Hi, it's me, K10, and I have a great idea for a craft and an experiment. I want to see how much glitter can go inside of one slime. Wow! You're gonna have to wait around to the end to see how it turns out, but I'm ready to make it. Are you? Yes! Let's make some glitter slime! Whoa! Okay, so we have to make the glitteriest slime ever. So first off, we need to make slime.
I love slime.
So we need something to mix our slime in. I'm using this little container here. And the way that we make our slime is we take a whole bottle of glue. I'm using clear glue today. I love it, and I just found it at the store, but I think that if you're gonna show off glitter, it's really nice to be able to have some clear glue to put the glitter inside of. So I'm just gonna go dump this whole thing in. Whoa! Glue, 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 glue. It looks pretty. It kind of looks just like water even, but like definitely you don't want to drink this. All right, in goes that glue. Get to the last drop. There we go. Okay, now put that in the recycling. Next, we're going to need to make a solution. We can do that in this bowl. And the solution is gonna be half a teaspoon of baking soda. And I just found this in my kitchen. It's just regular baking soda. I use it all the time for baking. We're just gonna put half a teaspoon in here. It doesn't have to be exact, but you know, close enough. Great, and then I'll move this to the side, put that over there. Then I'm gonna take contact lens solution, and I found this at the store too, just the most basic, simple one. And I'm gonna need to put 1.5 tablespoons in here. So here we go, open that up. We go, one, move that here, and then we're gonna go 1/2 tablespoon there. Now it's time to mix it up. Okay, so we're just gonna mix this mixture up like that. Make sure that you wanna make sure all that the baking soda has dissolved before you add it to the next mixture. So, what's nice about using a clear bowl is you can see if your baking soda has dissolved, and I'll say it has. So, what you're gonna do is, this is our magic time. You're going to pour this right on top. You want to get all of that stuff on there. And you might be wondering, how will this make slime? But it just does. That's why this recipe is my favorite slime recipe. Okay, so you go in with your fingers and you can start stirring a little bit just like that. I always like doing that and seeing like the globs that start to form, the slime that starts to form as all that mixture gets just mushed in there. And really, it's kind of fun to think that you're just trying to mix the glue with that watery mixture. And you don't want any of that water to come out either. You want to get it all. Whoa, look at that. I do like clear slime. This would be fun to just leave it as clear slime. But that's not what we're doing today. We're seeing how much glitter can go inside of a slime. Ooh, ewy, ewy. Wow. All right, we still have some liquid that we need to soak up in here. Just get your fingers in there, working away. Do you hear that? Ew. Okay, I am just stirring this around. There's bubbles that are starting to form in here. Look at all this bubbly, clear slime going on. Whoa. Okay, covering everything. Now it's still a little sticky. We gotta get it to the point where it turns slimy. And it's starting to. You can see that on my hands here. I love when it stops sticking to my hands and starts becoming slime itself. Just gotta keep mixing and mixing and mixing that whole mixture together. We still have some more stuff to grab from in here. No slime gets left behind. Am I right?
That's right, K10.
Now we have our beautiful clear slime. Whoa. Just get it all into one thing, and we're almost there. Awesome. So we have this amazing, snappy, clear, whoa, little chunk one over there. Clear slime. It doesn't look clear right now because we're just working it so much, but when it rests, it will be clear. Wow. So let's put it back in its bowl. It kind of looks like a waterfall slowly falling down. Ew. I like the feeling of slime on my hands. Do you? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start adding my favorite ingredient.
Glitter!
I love glitter, and I've only ever put like one bottle of glitter in a slime before. So I wanna see if I can make all these bottles of glitter go in the slime, or when we are at max glitter capacity. So here goes nothing. Our first bottle of glitter is going in. Whoa, that is a lot of glitter already. We're gonna make sure that this gets all mixed in. And the cool thing about using slime with glitter is once the glitter is completely in the slime, it's very hard to make a glittery mess. But until then, you have to be really careful. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fold the slime over and we're gonna make like a glitter pouch in here. I love this pink glitter. It's like perfect pinky slime. Ooh, and the slime is starting to come out, but it's also getting mixed in. Whoa, look, it's like a glitter explosion in here. Whoa. Whoa. This is very, very glittery already. I wonder if it can even hold all this glitter. Whoa! All right, let's get all that extra bit of glitter goodness. Just poke that glitter, and still we have glitter exploding out of our slime. Whoa! I love this. How cool is that? All that glitter. Wow. This is also a fun thing to do outside if your grown-ups are afraid of a glittery mess, and it is very normal that they would be because glitter is really hard to clean up. Okay. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Glitter, glitter, glitter. How glittery is this slime gonna be? So now that we basically have all this glitter into this ball of slime, wow, I think it's time that we add another bottle of glitter.
More glitter? Is that even possible?
I think we should add the whole bottle, but maybe some people would say just do a half bottle, but I think we gotta try to add a whole bottle of glitter. Whoa, okay. So I think, whoa, do you hear the bubbles cracking? I like, clear slime is like very snappy slime in my opinion of slimes. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down. And the next glitter I think we should add, I wonder, should we add, we've got this beautiful pink color, we've got this beautiful gold color, we've got this beautiful silver color, and I think we should put a bottle of gold in, very regal. I just noticed that there's some glitter on the table that I gotta scoop up. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, that's so cool. It's leaving glitter on the table. Yay! All right, so now we're going to put this down. We're gonna dump this bottle of gold glitter in. That is a lot of glitter. That is a lot of glitter that I just put in there. Some people would say, that's too much glitter. But I say, not enough. Maybe, we'll see if it's enough. So now I'm just gonna start getting all this glitter. It kind of looks like a beautiful like geode, sort of a rock moving around in here. Oh, are you ready for the glitter explosion here? Boom. Whoa. There it goes. Wow. Just so glittery. This looks so cool. I think gold was the right color choice. Whoa. Okay, stretch it out. Wow. Look at this gorgeous slime. So the whole thing is when you're mixing the slime and the glitter is you gotta make sure that that glitter is in there and not just in like a little pouch of glitter, that it's actually part of the slime. Whoa. Whoa. This is like so cool. It was like pulling taffy or something. Okay, so now we have some more glitter we gotta get from the bottom of here. I'm just gonna try to pick up as much glitter as I can. You can see how much glitter I'm trying to grab down there. Okay, and there it is. Whoa! Hold that together. I am gonna be glittery tonight. Okay. Get that all mixed up in there. neat. Whoa, look at when I pull it apart, you can see the inside. Okay, let's get more glitter on here. Okay, let's see how much glitter we can pick up. Whoa, okay. Let's get this all folded in. Yes, 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 yes. Whoa. It's like taking more strength to pull it apart. Whoa. But it is becoming real. How stretchy is this glitter? Ah! And it goes. Let's make it go in like a little snake or something. Whoa. Okay. I think this might be one of the last times I have to grab the glitter. Okay. Whoa. Fold that. And wow, I think we got most of that glitter. Whoa, so sparkly. Now, I think because we're trying to make this the glitteriest slime ever, that we have to do one more bottle. We have to!
Whoa. No way.
Purple glitter. I think the purple glitter will look really good with this. Our gold and our pink. Let's dump it in. Whoa. Wow. And you know what? The great thing about me making this video is, you know, once we know what the glitteriest slime is, we don't need to go that glittery on the slimes we make at home. So we gotta mix in this glitter. Whoa, look at that. It is so, whoa, it is exploding with glitter. That is pretty cool. Okay, keep going. You gotta mix, mix, mix. Whoa, it is erupting with glitter, and I just need that slime to absorb this glitter. Come on, come on. I know that we were asking a lot putting 3 bottles of glitter in here. Whoa, okay. Wow, look at that color of slime. That is so, and my hands are so sparkly. Wow. Okay, keep going, keep going. And I'm going to go and add the rest of this glitter. So I'm gonna take this big glitter slime piece here. I'm gonna just drop it right in and try to grab the rest of this glitter. Maybe I'll move it to the center. Okay, that is really, really shiny. Okay, I'm gonna just put it in here. There we go. Press it down. And let's see what sort of glitter we pull up. Okay. Whoa, okay, ready? Are you ready? Here we go. What? That is so sparkly. Okay, now I'm gonna fold that in, get that glitter all in there. This is becoming very hard slime. Whoa, and hard to rip too. And it's exploding glitter when I rip it, but look at how cool it looks on the inside.
Ooh, pretty.
Let's see how this stretches even. Oh, oh, ah. Okay, so I think once we get this glitter in, this is the max amount of glitter this slime can handle. Okay, there we go. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, let's see if we can pull a bunch more glitter up. And we totally did. Okay, we're gonna fold this in. We're gonna mix it up. Oh, like that. Get that all ooey and gooey. Wow, look at this. Imagine if this was like my skin was this glittery. Whoa, hello, hello. Okay, so let's get the last bit of glitter and then we're gonna reveal our glitter slime. Okay. Okay, I think this is as much glitter as I'm gonna get in this slime. Okay, perfect. I think the size of the slime actually grew. How is that possible? There's our glittery, glittery slime. And let's pull it apart just to show you how cool this looks. Okay, here we go. Pull this apart. Wow! We have made probably, I have never seen a glitterier slime than this, ever. This is so chock full of glitter. I don't think I could add another glitter because it would be very, very, very hard to mix that in. Wow, I just love how this looks. Now I need a container for this, so I'm gonna use a resealable container because I do not want this glitter slime drying out. So I'm gonna just take this, oopsie. So I'm just gonna take this container and I'm gonna roll up this glitter slime one last time. Ooh, oh, it is so hard to work with. I'm gonna take this beautiful glitter slime and I'm gonna put it right into this container where I can give it to somebody who really loves slime. And it goes, and I'll get my beautiful lid for it, and boom! Wow, we have made slime that has over 3 big bottles of glitter inside of it. I can't believe that we did that together. Well, thank you so much for joining me for another Crafternoon. Bye! Thanks for watching K10's Crafternoon. If you love this and if you love crafts, make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube at K10 Crafternoon. Hi, it's me, K10, and check out the veggies I got for the veggie party I'm having later. I got celery. I love celery. It is so crunchy. I got some lettuce. This is good to make a salad with. I got some bok choy. I love to fry this up. And I got a Brussels sprout that I love to roast in the oven. So delicious. Oh, I can't wait to have my veggie party. But this table is kind of plain. Hey, wait a minute. This gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. We can make a tablecloth for this table using these veggies. Come on, let me show you. Let's go. Whoa, all right. So we have our veggies, but right now I chopped off the bottom of this and I left the top because we're gonna eat these really crunchy celeries. So we have the bottom of our celery. I'm going to put this on this little board here because this is going to become a stamp. And this is what the bottom of lettuce looks like. It's like that. And that will be a stamp. And this is what the bottom of bok choy looks like. And we'll save these for later. And I was thinking we could use the leaves of the Brussels sprout be a stamp for leaves for us because they have nice kind of like leaf veins on them, I guess. So I'm gonna take a couple of these and they can be our leaf stamps. Come on, there you go. Boop. And we have our tablecloth. And this is just craft paper. They call it craft paper. You can get it at the dollar store or a craft store. Sometimes you can even find this at the post office because people wrap packages in it too. We are going to take 4 colors and I'm going to have 4 plates because these are stamps and they are going to maybe splash around a bit, so I want to make sure I have room for everything. So for our leaves, I'm going to pour some green paint in, and I just found these paints at the dollar store. You can find paints really anywhere. I'm gonna do some red. I think our celery should have our rose, a red rose stamp. So I'm gonna pour some out there. Ooh, ooey gooey. I'm gonna use purple for, look at that, for our lettuce stamp and for our bok choy stamp, I was thinking I would use this kind of pinky purple color like that. I think these colors are gonna look really good together. So let's get stamping. The first thing I think we should stamp is our red roses with our celery. So let's wiggle our celery stamp in this red paint. Get a bunch of paint on it. Ooh, look at that. Wow, okay. Now for the moment of truth. How does this look? We're gonna go stamp. Oh, wow. That looks kind of like a rose. All right, let's put a few of these stamps on this paper. I'm gonna stamp. Oh, these are looking great. Stamp, stamp, and if you make a mistake or if you get, a glob of paint somewhere, don't worry about it because that's all part of the fun. And look, different amounts of paint create different types of stamp impressions. How cool is that? I'm gonna go right here. All right, so now that we've done our red roses, let's move this to the side, and I think we should maybe do our bok choy one. Let's do our bok choy flower. It looks like this. We're gonna use this kind of light purple color. Get that all ooey gooey. Stamp, stamp. This is just looking so nice. And now I think we should do our purple lettuce flower and see what the lettuce stamp looks like. Smells like a salad. All right, I'm gonna rub it in the paint, get our stamp nice and ooey gooey, and we're going to stamp it. How does it look, I wonder? Ooh, that looks very unique. One here, and that looks pretty good, actually. Maybe one more here. All right, the last thing we need to do is put some leaves on these flowers. And I'm thinking we don't need leaves everywhere, because that might be a lot of green, but I think we can do some leaves on different flowers. So let's give it a shot with our Brussels sprout stamp. So I'm just going to dip this in my paint and get this all ooey gooey. Now that this is a painty Brussels sprout, you definitely wouldn't want to eat this. And you're just gonna press. That is so cool. It kind of does look like a leaf. And we'll just do another press right here. And one right here. And you can just choose however many leaf stamps you want to put on whatever flowers you want to put them on. I'm going to maybe do some on this purple flower. Stamp, stamp. Wow. Oh, maybe one right here too. Once you start stamping, it's hard to stop. That looks so great. Check it out. This is our Crafternoon creation. We made flower stamps from celery, bok choy, lettuce, and Brussels sprouts. Now what we gotta do is have a veggie party. Now that we have our tablecloth, the last thing we need is the veggies. Check it out. I have some orange carrots and green celery and my favorite ranch dip. It is so good. Well, thank you so much for having another Crafternoon with me, K10. Bye. Ooh, let me give this a try. Hi, it's me, K10, and guess what? I got invited to a party. And I was thinking the most crafty, best thing I could ever bring to a party is a paper chain. paper chains are so fun. You can put them up and decorate everywhere. And I was thinking we could make one that is 100 loops long.
Whoa.
That is a really long chain.
So I think we should really start it now. And I have only 3 things that we're gonna use today to make it. I have paper, I have scissors, and I have tape. And you can of course use glue or a stapler to do the loops too, but I really like using tape because it's quick. So to get started, we're going to need to pick out some paper colors that will be good for the chain.
Woohoo!
Yellow, purple, black,
Pink,
green,
blue,
orange, red, brown.
To make these loops, there's an easy way to do these loops. You could just cut, which is easy enough, but if you want really straight lines, I'll show you an easy trick. So each paper will give us about 8 strips of paper. So take your paper, fold it, line that up. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is we're going to take this side, we're gonna fold it, just like so. Other side, fold it. And then we're going to take these sides and we're gonna fold them again so that we'll get 8 kind of lines that are just the perfect length for a strip. So now we have a guideline for how we can make our strips for our paper chain. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a few of these pieces of paper and I'm gonna cut along the lines so that we can make a whole bunch at once. So look at that, we just did 1 cut, but we got 6 loops for our paper chain. And if we're trying to make 100 loops, we gotta keep cutting.
Wow, K10 still has 94 more strips to cut. Can she do it? Let's find out.
Boom, there's another 6.
keep going.
Stretch that out. And we're just gonna do the same that we did here, over here. And we'll have a whole bunch of papers to make loops in no time. We have 100 strips of paper to now make into our paper chain. Okay, so I'm gonna take our beautiful pile here and we're gonna make the first loop. It's super easy, you just loop it like this.
1,
And you're gonna take some tape and you make a loop like that. You can just take the tape and wrap the tape around. And because this is for a party, these loops can just be fun. They can be measured any way you want. But see that? It kind of loops on really nicely with that tape. And then our next loop, you loop it through. So you stick it right through and around.
2,
And you get another piece of tape. And you tape this part just like so. Just around like that. Secure it. Nice. So then we just make a bunch more loops.
98 more loops to go. How will she do it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Halfway there. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Only 10 more to go! Whee! 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99.
And our last loop we're gonna make for number 100, it is our blue loop.
100!
Check this out. Wow! This is our Crafternoon creation. We made a chain that is 100 loops long, and we did it with just paper, scissors, and tape. This is gonna look so great at the party. I can't wait to see it hanging up. Well, thank you so much for having another Crafternoon with me, K10. Bye! Thank you so much for watching K10's Crafternoon. If you love making crafts as much as I do, and you love making them with me, make sure to subscribe to my channel on YouTube at K10 Crafternoon. Make sure you ask a parent to help you out. Hi, it's me, K10. And guess what? My friend called me because she scraped her knee on the pavement. Ouch! And I had to run out and give her one of these. Check it out. These are bandages. Have you ever had to use one of these? Yeah, these can help a lot if you get a scrape or a cut, and it really helped my friend. I just wish that there was a way I could make her feel better. Hey, actually I do have a great way to make her feel better. This gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon, and we'll use these bandages. Come on! Whoa! Wow! I am ready for a Crafternoon. So check these out. We have a couple of different colors of bandages. Let's count how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bandages. So my idea for a craft requires 3 bandages, so we'll use one of each, just to make it really fun. And we'll move these off to the side. And we'll start with, this is the idea. So we're gonna take a piece of watercolor paper.
Watercolor paper.
And you can find watercolor paper at an art store or the dollar store. So we're gonna fold this together. And also you can do this craft even if you don't have watercolor paper. It'll look nice no matter what. You're gonna fold it like so. You wanna make sure that the edges are nice and even and crisp. Like that, and then you wanna go like that. Whoa, that's sometimes hard. You can use your thumbnail to go like that, make a nice straight edge. And so I was thinking we could make my friend a card that is called a Get Well Soon card. So she'll know that we're thinking of her and we want her to feel better. And my idea is we use Band-Aids. So what we're gonna use is Band-Aids, and these are waterproof Band-Aids. So we're gonna need waterproof Band-Aids for this craft. So we're just gonna open them up, and we're gonna put the bandage down. It's cool, so we're actually like putting a bandage on this paper here. So we've got like one that we can put here, here, and here. There we go, we've got our 3 bandages ready to go. And we're gonna take our watercolor paints and we're going to paint around the bandages.
Watercolor paint.
to use watercolor paints, we need water. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go into our watercolor paints. Maybe I will use this nice color. I love pink paint. It always looks so pretty. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just paint around this waterproof bandage like that. And there we go. So now we need a new color. I love swirling this color around. Let's pick maybe a color like this nice blue-green color. Put that here. And it's okay if the watercolors touch, because that's all kind of the fun and artisticness of this. There we go. We got a nice kind of oval around this bandage. Then, whoa, look at that water. And then maybe we should use a lighter color, maybe like yellow, like my shirt. Let's do that. Make it all nice and ooey gooey. I like spinning water around on these to make them all nice and saturated. Saturated just means how much color you see. So if I didn't swirl this around that much, like if I did this, and I just did like boop, you know, you see a little less color than you do if you swirl it around a lot. So this is less saturated, this is more saturated. But for this craft, I like more saturated. Thank you. So we do that. And so now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something where we show the negative space. So we're gonna pull these Band-Aids off, and guess what we're gonna find? Whoa! So that is where the Band-Aid was. So we're creating bandages all over this piece of paper, and I'm gonna put this bandage somewhere else, you know, just kind of anywhere you want. The idea is that we cover it eventually all with bandages. So we're gonna peel this one off. Whoa! And you can even make a bandage kind of cross two of them, make it really cool. I'm gonna pull this one off. Wow, that looks so neat. And I'm gonna do maybe one like that. Just, you know, all sorts of different ones. And when some colors go on top of each other, they'll create really cool combinations of colors. So I'm gonna maybe go in with a blue. I love blue. It makes me feel so good. And I'm gonna just swirl that all around. Oh, check it out. So we have a color coming right here, and that's blue and yellow mixed together. Do you know what color that makes? Green. So see how this is this is more blue, and then this kind of turned green right here when I put it right on top? It's really cool. So I'm gonna put a little bit more saturation on here. Get that blue, and you can go right to the edge of the card. And watercolor paint is easy to clean up. Okay, and so then we just remove that. Whoa! That looks so cool, and these Band-Aids are done. So check this out. This feels so unique and original, and we use bandages to make it. And this is our Get Well Soon card. So I got these stickers from the dollar store, and check it out. They are like alphabet stickers. So fun. So we can just spell this out, and then it kind of is like, you know, something extra special too, I think. So we find the G, let's pop it here, G-E, and then get, G-E-T, get. We got that word, so we got get. Now we have to spell well, which is W-E-L-L. Let's find the W. W. E. And then two L's. L. Sometimes you don't get all the letters you want in one of these. So sometimes you have to buy two. There's another L we have right here. And then soon is S-O-O-N. So we got an S. And we're gonna do O. O. And then we have the letter N. Get well soon. Look at that, get well soon. So she'll get this card and you can write a nice note on the inside too. What I think I wanna do is I want to take a marker and make this really stand out. So I wanna do something called emphasis lines. Okay, there we go, there's my marker. And what you just do here is you just do like little emphasis lines, and you could do these in any color you want. You could do this with paints too. I kind of just like using markers. When we talk about different mediums, like paint is a different medium, markers is a different medium, stickers is a different medium. So I really like art projects that have a lot of different mediums because I think it makes them look really just full of love. There we go. And there, it's our Crafternoon creation, yes! I can't wait to fill this out and send it to her as she gets better from her scrape. Well, thank you so much for joining me for another Crafternoon. I had so much fun. Bye! Hi, it's me, K10, and look at where I'm walking. It's a path. Yeah, I'm on a hike. A hike is like a walk, but you just do it on a path. And you can see all sorts of really cool things like other people and animals and plants. Oh, hey!
Hi.
Are you on a hike?
I am on a hike.
Oh, that's so cool! A person who goes for a hike is called a hiker. That is so neat. How's your hike going?
It's going really well, but I kind of wish I had something to help me walk a little bit better.
Hey, wait a minute. This gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. Wait right there.
Okay.
Hang on. Wait, but I'm gonna need a stick and your 3 favorite colors.
Orange, yellow, and blue.
Orange, yellow, blue. Okay, help me remember that. Okay, wait right there. Whoa, okay. So we've got our stick. That will be our hiking stick. And we've got our embroidery floss.
Embroidery floss!
I love embroidery floss. It is so cool. You can use it for so many different things. So let's remember, what were his 3 favorite colors? They were orange. So let's use this orange because we already had it. Yellow. So maybe we could use this yellow. That's really nice. It kind of matches my top. And the last one was blue. Maybe this blue. That looks really nice. So we've got orange, yellow, and blue. Great. So when you have embroidery floss, it comes like this. And you can always like easily pull it out like that, which is pretty cool. So it's all looped in there. So we're gonna start on this handle. So we're gonna tie it on, just like so. And you're gonna double knot it. And then all we're gonna do is you're gonna line this along there, and you're just gonna start wrapping it around. You can wrap it up, you can wrap it down. The most important thing is that you kind of just do it your own way that you wanna do it, and you wrap for about like, you know, half of a finger, and that's how long we'll go. So you can also incorporate other things in it. So I was thinking we could use a pom-pom.
Pom-poms!
And you can also wind it on. You could also maybe use a pipe cleaner if you wanted. You could put anything in as long as you kind of like wind it on and hold it that way. So there we go, look at that. We've got a stick with the blue pom-pom right in it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this, And we're gonna tie this so it is nice and tied off, just like so. Boom, so we'll use our orange next. So, we're just gonna pull this out. And we're going to we're gonna tie this on. Whoa, stick, don't move. We're gonna tie this on. Boop, 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 boop. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to hide this in the cord that we're wrapping around. So, and we're gonna lay this part down too. So really, like when we're wrapping the orange around, we're trying to hide the extra cord of the yellow and also the cord of the orange. So let's remember the favorite colors. Maybe we could put a yellow pom-pom on this one, so I'll grab a yellow pom-pom. These are such cool colors all together. This orange kind of reminds me of an orange vegetable that I love. Do you know what it is? Carrot.
Num num num. I love carrots too.
So just keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. And then when we've kind of got to that half a finger length, we're going to cut it. And remember what we're gonna do? We're gonna tie it. Okay, so we're gonna tie that right there. Boom. Okay, so the next color is the blue. We have this beautiful blue. It's kind of like a periwinkle blue, I think it's called. So we're gonna pull that out. And we're going to tie it on. And like, you know, this doesn't need to be perfect. It just has to be kind of fun and how you would make it. So you might not even make it like how I make it, but it's gonna be special no matter what because you made it. And if it's a gift, that's even cooler. So we're just gonna start wrapping this around. We're gonna hide these orange pieces and this long string too, because we don't want to see that. And I think what we should do is we should make this a pattern. So a pattern is something that repeats. So if we have yellow, orange, and blue, what should be the next thing in our pattern? Yellow. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to cover it in a glue and water kind of potion. So take a little cup and we're gonna just glob some of our tacky glue in. All right, here we go. Whoa!
Glue!
And we're gonna take some water and we're just gonna pour it in. Just enough to maybe cover it like so. So we're kind of watering down some glue. We're gonna use a paintbrush for this. I'm using kind of a bigger paintbrush. And take a minute and just swirl this around. And this is looking great. Okay, so now that we have our mixture ready to go, we're gonna take I like using a piece of tin foil just to like catch the mess and not have it stick. So we've got our tin foil down and our little jar of this. So what we want to do is we just want to coat all this stuff in our glue mixture. That way it kind of like gets everything a little wet and also helps everything set. So, you know, it stays on a lot better than if we just left it as it is. Because right now the only thing holding it all down is our knots. So we're just gonna flip it over and we're gonna do the other side. Whoa! And just get that on there. Nice. Just brush it on. There we go. All right, so check it out. This is our hiking stick. So all we need to do is wait for it to dry and go find our hiker who's waiting for us. Yes!
Hi.
Look at what I made for you.
Wow, stick?
It is. Check it out. And it's
Cool.
your favorite colors. Yellow, orange, and blue.
Wow.
And I did it in a pattern too, so it repeats.
It's really nice.
Thank you so much. And yeah, that's to keep your hand nice and comfortable so you don't have to grab the actual stick. Yeah.
Cool. This will help me so much on my hike. Thank you so much.
Of course. I love when a craft can help.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. Good luck on your hike.
Thank you.
Wow, that was so nice to help somebody with a craft. Well, thank you so much for joining me for another Crafternoon. Bye! Hi, it's me, K10, and I'm just taking this water bottle out to the recycling bin. I love recycling bins because it is a great place to find things to make crafts with. And check this out. Whoa! This is a rose bush. Have you ever seen a rose bush? Roses are beautiful flowers and they smell so sweet. And roses smell sweet because they attract pollinators like bees and butterflies to come fly right near them.
We love flowers. Nom nom nom.
Oh, hey, check this out. One of the roses fell off the bush. I wish it could have something to help it keep growing and get water to it so it could grow indoors even. Hey, wait a minute. This gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. We can make a vase for this rose so it can continue to grow. Yes! Oh, and we can use this water bottle to make that happen. Come on, let's go. Whoa, all right, ready to craft. I've got the water bottle and I've got our beautiful smelling pink flower. Now I'm gonna roll up my sleeves and get to work. So what we're gonna do first is take this water bottle and we're going to cut it kind of in half. And this one has lines, some others don't. And just starting on this, it's a good thing to get a grown-up to help you out. Because sometimes it's hard to make that first cut. There we go. But now that it's cut, I can just kind of go around on the lines like so. And we cut this whole thing in half. And so my idea for this vase is that we use the bottom to hold the water, but we need something to hold the flower up a little bit more because otherwise the flower kind of, can flop around. And I think it would just look a little bit prettier if we had like something nice to put the flower in. So my idea is, oh, come on. We open the cap off. We'll save that for another craft. We pop this in and then we can put the flower into this kind of portion and keep all the water there so we don't slosh water around for moving the craft. So I think what we should do is cut this part to size. So I'm just gonna cut around like this. I just love making things out of things that I was going to recycle. So let's give this a shot. Pop that in. Oh, okay, flower. So pop this in. That looks really cool. So I'm gonna make a scalloped edge with this top. So scalloped edge is kind of like if you put like little rainbows all around or like half circles. So we're kind of wanting to cut half circles. And this doesn't have to be perfect either. Just make it so that it makes your flower look great when it goes in the vase. So to start half circles like this, to do scallop, we kind of want to do like, cut little triangles out almost. See, like that? And we want to go, just cut around, go in and up, in and up, and down and up and down and up. Great. So now we have this beautiful scalloped edge. It kind of looks like a flower itself, which makes it look really nice with this vase. So we'll try this again. Oh, see, that is really nice. And so with the scalloped edges, the pieces of the flower can kind of lean out in different directions, but the stem goes right down in the middle. I think this is really, really good. So what we want to do now is move our little bits of plastic over to the side. And we're just going to use regular tape for this. So we're going to take a piece of tape and we're going to attach these parts of the bottle together. All right. And you don't even need one long piece of tape. You can just do it with a couple different pieces of tape. But I'm just going to attach it like so. And we're going to tape this side. That is looking nice. And this is really actually pretty secure. You wouldn't even believe that it's like 2 parts of a water bottle cut together. Okay, we got that. Nice. So let's take a look at our flower again. Oh, that is gonna look really great. And when there's water in here, it's gonna weigh the bottom down, which is even better. So I think we should make a bit of a design for this vase just to make it look a little bit more interesting. So let's use some washi tape for that.
Washi tape?
So washi tape is really flexible tape. So we can use this tape to go over the scalloped edges. If you just kind of put it on the edges, and this could be any thickness of washi tape. What I like about this is it shows off that you did cut a scalloped edge, because you know, if you don't draw attention to it, some people may not notice that. And with flowers, I think you want people to notice these cool things. We're just going to bring this around, and you kind of just want to pinch. Every time you pull, you want to pinch. Washi tape is one of those things that you can kind of just train to do whatever you want it to do. And here we go. Just pinch away and we're done. And washi tape is really easy. You don't even need anything special to tear it. You just rip it. And look at that. So we have our scalloped edge is kind of now has this like beautiful washi tape lining. And maybe we'll put a line on the bottom. I can follow these lines. Maybe I'll just follow this along. Make this look really nice. And I'm gonna put this all around. Have a nice little ring down here. Okay, then I'm gonna use maybe some blue washi tape. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go around and around and around and make a band of blue, and then we'll put another detail on it in a little bit. So I'm just gonna cover up that tape completely by going around and around and around. So I made one loop around, then I'm gonna go one below it, and I'm gonna go around again. Make sure that we're all covered up. Oh, this is looking really, really good. And then the next thing I want to do is make sure that we do another one down here. Just 3, yeah, it's about 3 different little of my skinny little washi tape bands. You might have thicker washi tape, because washi tape comes in all shapes and sizes. Like, look at this washi tape. It's like much thicker than this one. So, and yeah, that's kind of the fun of washi tape. But look at, I even have littler ones. Look at that one, it's super little. Maybe we'll use that too. So I want to put maybe some yellow in the middle of this blue. I'll grab that right here. And we're gonna go around just the middle. We'll make a little belt for it. This is looking really nice. And nice. And let's put some of this little washi tape on too. Maybe in the middle of the middle band, just because that's always fun. So let me put this down here. Our little washi tape. Oh, the top part is not too sticky. All right, you go over here. And we only want to deal with sticky washi tape. And let's put this down. Oh, wow, that looks really good. So yeah, like, I just think washi tape is so much fun because you can play with the different types of washi tape you have. Okay, all we have to do is add the water, which I have right here. So we're gonna pour it in carefully, just like so. But it's gonna go all on the bottom and weigh that down. And we're gonna pop our flour in. Ta-da! Look at that. It's our Crafternoon creation. We just made a beautiful vase for our flower. Wow. Well, thank you for having another Crafternoon with me, K10. Bye. It's me, K10, and I am at the beach. Yeah, the beach is so much fun, and I had the best day ever. I made a sand castle, I played in the sand, I even went for a little dip in the ocean. It was the best time ever. And now I have to go home. And I just wish that there was a way to make me remember this great day that I've had at the beach. Wait a minute. This gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. We can use some sand from the beach to make a beach memory. Yes! Oh, do you have a container I could use? Awesome, okay, great. What we'll do is we'll just scoop up some of this sand. Oh yeah, let's go, come on. Whoa, all right, so we have our bowl of sand. Ooh, listen to that. Well, that's kind of cool. All right, so let's open it up. Here we go. Wow, that is the sand from the ocean that we were just playing in. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take this sand, and my idea is we can make a sand castle with it. Have you ever made a sand castle? They are so fun. I have this cookie cutter that's in the shape of a sand castle. Well, this is actually the shape of a castle. So the idea is if we make a mixture of sand and glue, we can put it into this cookie cutter shape, and then it's going to dry, and then we can decorate it like a castle. How does that sound? And you'll always remember the great time from the beach. So let's get going. What we're going to do is we're going to take glue, and we're going to put a lot of glue inside of this mixture, because we really want to stir up glue and this sand together. We're gonna start with a little craft stick to stir this mixture up. And look at that. It's just slowly getting all of that sand into it. It kind of looks like sand slime, if you ask me. Look at that. It's just getting all ooey and gooey and sandy. Okay, and I think what I should do is maybe get my hands dirty. All right, ew. It feels very much like wet sand, but with extra stickiness on it. Ew. So you make this kind of like a sand putty. And this is just sand and white glue that we've mixed together. Can you believe that? It kind of reminds me of baking, like rolling some dough in some sugar, but instead of sugar, it's just sand. All right, so we've got this all. This is starting to feel really good. So you kind of just have to judge it yourself. You want to have as much sand in here as you can, but not so much that you're gonna have sand all over the place. And a good idea when you're doing this craft is, because this is one of the messier crafts I've ever done, is do it with some paper lying down, or this is a great one to do outside to keep that mess under control. But look at this. This is even fun just to make sand slime, I have to say. So let's take our mold. I'm gonna move this bowl over here. We're gonna take our mold and we're gonna take our sand glue and we're gonna push it into the mold. Just make sure you press it all the way to those edges of that mold because you want it to retain that shape. All right, so we have this beautiful little mold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this over here. So we're going to gently lift this in to here. Make sure you press it nice and flat so that the wax paper doesn't kind of bunch up underneath, because then you might get a crinkle mixed in with it. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna let this glue sand dry for about 3, 4, 5 days, however long it takes until it's dry. And then it's gonna look just like this. Wow! So this is what our castle looks like after you peel it out of the mold. And it's a little bendy because of the glue, but it's really solid otherwise. And now what I think we should do is decorate it and make it look very royal. And to do that, I have just the thing. Glitter glue. I love glitter glue because it adds always such a nice shine and impact to whatever you're trying to make look awesome. Let's make this beautiful outline. Here we go. Adding an outline always adds so much to make a project look finished. Wow, check this out. This is our Crafternoon creation. It's a sand castle made of sand from the beach that we went to. Isn't that just so beautiful? If you want, you could also get a grown-up to put a magnet on the back and make it a beautiful magnet reminder of your trip. Thank you so much for having another very royal Crafternoon with me, K10. Bye. Hi, it's me, K10, and today I had something to do. Oh no, it's Valentine's Day. That's right, and I need to make something to hold these chocolates in to give to my friend. Oh my gosh, what could I do to put these chocolates in and make a Valentine's Day treat? Wait a minute, I just got a clever idea for a Crafternoon. We can make a heart-shaped basket for these chocolates and make it the most beautiful gift ever. Yes! So we're gonna need 2 pieces of construction paper to make this craft. So let me bring some options over here. We have pink, we have yellow, we have purple, we have orange, we have red, we have black, and we have blue to choose from. But I think I want to choose some very Valentine's Day colors. So I think I should choose pink because hearts are pink. And I think I might also choose red because hearts are red. I'll move this off to the side. Now, when we are doing this craft, we're gonna be doing something called weaving. So in order to do that, we have to stack both of our papers just like so. And then you're gonna fold them in half. Now this is very important, this part, is you need to cut from this bottom end. If you cut from here, the project doesn't work. I'll show you why. So let's take a marker and maybe I will pick another heart color. I like this color. It's kind of like that strawberry red.
Strawberries.
We're going to draw a big arch. And the arch has to go from the bottom of this side. So what we're gonna do is like this. There you go, there's our big arch. And we're gonna cut along this arch. And you'll see what we have pretty soon. Okay, now check it out. It also kind of looks like a little house for me, like a little door, but it's not just that. When you break it apart, you get two floppy things. And the idea is that we're gonna weave them together to make a heart. Oh, that's gonna be so lovely. All right, so first off, I'm just gonna trim a little bit of this, just make it a little bit more of that arch shape. I'm always cutting and then trimming because that's just kind of what you wind up doing. So the next thing we wanna do is we wanna cut two lines. And the line is gonna go to about here on there because you wanna cut the line off there so we can weave that heart together. So let me estimate that. I'm gonna cut right here. And we're gonna go all the way down here. This is a really impressive craft and it's really quick. You don't even need glue. So why do I even have my glue here? Well, I always have my craft supplies here. Okay, so you're gonna have two things that kind of look like this. Great. So now what we have to do is weave them together. Can you believe it? That's silly. Okay, so what you do to weave is you take one of these loops and you go in. Then you take that same loop and you thread this loop through. And then you take that loop and you go in. So what we're doing is weaving is just a pattern. And what we want to do now is the opposite. So we want the second one to go through. And then we're gonna go in. Just like so. And we're gonna go through. And I took a while to learn how to make these baskets. Might take some practice, but once you can do it, it's so fun. Okay, and you pull that through. This is looking really nice. So now we want to whittle this up all the way to the top that you can. And now the next one we have to do, we want it to look just like this top one. So we're gonna go through. Come on now. There we go. We're gonna go through. And it's gonna go in. And this one is gonna go like so. And if you've done the steps right, sometimes I've not done them right, but if you've done the steps right, when you open it up, you'll have a basket. Wow. Check that out. We made this whole basket with just 2 pieces of construction paper and some scissors. That is a very powerful craft. And now what we have to do to make it ready for Valentine's Day is fill it with chocolates. So we're gonna put them all in here. Maybe I can put them all in at once. Wow, check it out. It's our Crafternoon creation. We made a basket with chocolates inside it for Valentine's Day. Not only is it sweet because chocolates are sweet, but it's sweet because you made it. And crafts are such a great gift to give, especially on Valentine's Day. Well, thank you for having another Crafternoon with me, K10. Happy Valentine's Day! me, K10, and check it out. We are in the desert. And the desert is a place that's really dry, and there's not a lot of water, and there's a lot of special plants and animals that live here, and there's a plant I want to show you today. Check it out. This is a palm tree.
Palm tree?
Palm trees grow in the desert, and they are so neat. They have these big green leaves at the top that like to sway in the wind, and a palm tree can give you a little bit of shade if you don't want to have the sun in your face all the time when you're out in the desert. And there can be a lot of sun. And the coolest thing about palm trees is that they're named for this. Yep, the palm of your hand. Because those big leaves look just like some palms at the top of the tree. Isn't that cool? Hey, actually, that gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. Yes! Wait. And you know what we're gonna need? Our palms.
Very funny, K10.
That's silly. Come on. Whoa. Okay, we have what we need. It's our palms to do this craft. So, let's get started by actually doing the base first. So, why don't we take, just like you could use a piece of paper, I'm gonna use a little plate to kind of be the base of our palm tree. And I have a fun idea. We could use some of these paper tubes to kind of pile them on top of each other and make them kind of look like that palm tree trunk. Maybe it'll work. So if I cut like this, and I always save my paper tubes, so I'm thinking what we could do is do little snips around the edge here and use that to kind of stick the tree down on the plate. And for this, what you can do is kind of fold these out like this, kind of like a sun, like that desert sun, like that. Do you see that? And so, plop it right on the plate, and then what we can do is use tape to tape it down. You could also use some glue if you wanted to, but I love using tape because it's nice and quick.
Tape is sticky.
And really gets the job done in this craft, I think. Awesome. So this is sticking down really, really nicely, like that. And then we can really get going constructing our tree. So, perfect. So now that this is all down, let's do an idea that I have where we kind of like put one in the other, kind of like that. And then I'm thinking we could do something like this. So they kind of like stack on top of each other, and kind of it really looks like that tree trunk. And it might kind of curve different ways. There's different palm trees that kind of do their own thing, and each one is unique. So I think if ours are unique, that's really cool. So I'm gonna take our tacky glue and figure out what we need to do here. I'm gonna put it kind of on the edges of where this is going in. Boop, 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 boop.
Glue!
Oh. And a little bit here, and a little bit here. And so just so it can kind of nestle in and get all sticky. And this will dry clear, so you don't need to worry if you see that. Little spots. And then I'm gonna put this one on top, kind of like this. And don't worry if they don't fit exactly. It's just something we're trying. And your hands might get glue on them, but that again is part of being a crafter. Sometimes you get your art supplies on you. And that is a sign that you are an artist. Okay, so I think we're all good here. But I think we need our palm tree to be slightly taller, because you saw the one that we were underneath. So I'm gonna use another tube. I'm gonna cut it in 3s. Maybe when you're doing it, you could try cutting it in 4s or more even. And again, this does not need to be perfect because nature isn't perfect. Okay, so we're gonna stick this one right in here. Boop, boop, boop. And they kind of, if you pinch them, they kind of do stay. The glue is just to help a little bit extra. Okay, boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Do you ever sing while you craft? I always do. And my songs don't even make sense. Okay, so put that one on top there. That one is really tall. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little glue here, little glue there. Okay, hope that sticks. Nice. And then the last one, this can kind of be the one that the palms stick to. And remember why a palm tree is called a palm tree? Because the leaves are in the shape of your hand. I think that is so cool. Okay, just a little bit more glue, but see, we have a really nice base for our tree here. I think that looks really nice. And so now we need to trace our palm. There's lots of crafts that you trace your palm for, but this one I think is maybe my most fun. So I'm gonna take a piece of green construction paper.
Construction paper!
If we wanted to get really creative, we could do a blue palm tree or purple palm tree, but we'll stick with green for now. So I'm gonna take a marker, maybe I'll take a dark green marker and use that to trace my hand. All right, so put this down here. We've gotta make 3 tracings of my hand, so maybe I'm gonna try to be a little bit safe on this to save paper. So I'm gonna go like that, like that, like that. Make these beautiful palm leaves. And maybe I didn't even get marker on myself. Good job. And over here, let's do another one. And I'm right-handed, so I'm using my right hand to trace my left hand, but if you're left-handed, maybe you'll use your right hand to trace. Okay. Awesome. So, we're gonna cut these out. And actually, I'll teach you a little trick. If you wanna cut, because we have to cut 3 out, take 2 pieces of paper and kind of put them together. We'll even get 4 out of doing this. So you're gonna cut along the lines. And again, just do your best. It doesn't have to look like your hand because we're trying to make it look like a palm tree leaf. Do, 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 do. Listen to the noise that the scissors makes. I love this noise. If this is a little tricky for you, this is a nice thing to ask a grown-up to help you to do, because this can be a little hard with safety scissors, you know? Okay, bring that around, and are you ready? Check this out. 2 hands. And so, see, it's kind of blowing in the air conditioner anyway, but you can see how these leaves are kind of like that. I'm gonna put those on top. So, let's do that now. So we're gonna use tape, and we're gonna do something called a tape loop. So you take a piece of tape and you just make a loop, so that way it's sticky on both sides. We're gonna put that right here, right on top of our palm tree. Still wet, but that's okay. This is not gonna weigh it down a lot. We're gonna just stick that right there. Maybe we could put a little extra tape just to keep it nice and secure, because that never hurts to have something feel nice and secure. Then we're gonna use our next leaf, and you can kind of turn these leaves any way you want. I'm gonna put this one right here. And we're gonna make that tape loop again, so it's nice and sticky on this palm. We're gonna plop that right here and maybe just go pinch, pinch, pinch. Nice. And then the last one we probably need 3. So let's cut. We can put this in our recycling pile and use that for another craft. And we'll just cut this one out. I can make like a mini desert in my house with this palm tree now. I bet some nice visitors will say, I love your palm tree. But I think this will make me happy every time I see it indoors because I don't have a palm tree indoors. Okay, and we just cut along the lines. Okay, and sometimes when you're cutting too much, it's nice to just cut away from the paper. So then you just only have to deal with a little bit and not that big whole hanging part. We're just gonna cut around here. There we go. We'll save these scraps for another day. And we're gonna put the tape loop on and pop it right here and right on top. And check this out. It's our Crafternoon creation, a palm tree made with the palms of our hands. Wow. I might even use this for shade next time I'm out in the hot desert sun. Well, thank you for joining me for another Crafternoon with me, K10. Bye. Thank you so much for watching K10's Crafternoon. If you love making crafts as much as I do and you love making them with me, make sure to subscribe to my channel on YouTube at K10 Crafternoon. Make sure you ask a parent to help you out. Hi, it's me, K10, and today I'm at Board Members Surf and Bike Shop in Huntington Beach, California. Have you ever been to a shop? I love going to shops and seeing what's inside. Oh, hey.
Hi.
Are you the shop owner?
I am the shop owner.
Oh, that is so well, how's your day going?
It's going good. I wish it was going great.
What happened?
Well, my customers don't know if I'm open or closed. So I wish it was going great. It would make my day a lot better.
Oh, yeah. Well, wait a minute. This gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. We can make a sign that tells your customers if you're open or closed. Yes!
I need that. Please help.
Okay,
it will
okay.
make my day great.
Wait right there.
Okay,
We'll
I'll
be
be
right back.
Okay, go.
Come on, let's go. Whoa! Wow! So we have to make an open and close sign for our new friend. All right, this is gonna be really fun. So I have these 2 cardboard pieces that I found in my recycling bin. They were from a seltzer box, and I think these are gonna be great because it's about the size I want for a sign. And if we put 2 together, it's gonna be really strong because we want a sign that's not gonna break after a while. We want that business to be able to use it for a long time. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we also need to figure out how that sign is gonna be hung up. And I think we can use some pipe cleaners to make the little hooks for our sign. Pipe cleaners! I think I'll just cut this in half. Boop, perfect. And let's make some loops. So to make some loops, you can even use your finger and hold this side of the pipe cleaner. You just kind of go like this and twirl around until, and make sure you don't do it too tight because you don't want to hurt your finger. If you just do it really gently, you can get a little loop like this. And so the idea is we'll put this, we'll kind of sandwich, like, you know, when you make a sandwich, you put the meat or the cheese inside. In this case, we're gonna put the pipe cleaner inside. We're gonna sandwich it between our two pieces of cardboard. And we're gonna do that again. For this one, we're gonna make a loop, and we're gonna go twist and twist. Kind of looks like a mini tennis racket. Hey, maybe I could use a pom-pom. Boop. All right, so I'm gonna put that down here. And what we're gonna need to do next is kind of get those right in there. So I'm gonna use my favorite glue. And I'm just going to put a line right here and get that right in there. Put a line right here, get that right in there. And going to get these papers together too. So I'm gonna use some of this type of glue, especially, this is really good glue for pipe cleaners because it kind of gets in the little bits of fur. And I'm gonna put a little bit here and just really kind of get this all working together. And I think I'm going to use two types of glue. I'm gonna use a glue stick, and I'm gonna go around the border too. And I love that this one is purple on the inside. Sometimes glue can be white. I like that this one is purple. All right, and we're just gonna go along here and get that all nice and gluey. And I'm gonna put that right on top, make that sandwich. I'm just gonna press down and get that all to line up. Great, so you can see how this is already becoming a nice sign because we can even move these like that. And now it has something to hang from when it's, you know, in a window. So I'm gonna just trim the bottom here, make this all line up. Boop, 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 boop. Now, I think I want to have two different colors for our two different sides. So for the open side, I think it should be a bright color. And I love yellow for that. So we're going to trace out the paper so we know how to cut it. So I'm gonna use the top edge of the paper. I'm gonna move it over because we always wanna make sure if we can have scrap paper to use later, we want the most. So I'm gonna take a marker. I'm gonna use a yellow marker because that way you can't see it if I accidentally draw over the lines. So I'm just gonna cut this out. Boop, 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 boop. And if you don't get it perfect, that's okay too, because again, this is a sign that you're making. Like if you wanted a sign that was like perfect, you could order one, but that is just not as much fun. Okay, so we have our beautiful piece of paper ready to go here. And I'm going to use, maybe I'll use my glue stick to glue this on top. That looks great. Take my glue stick and I'm just gonna glue, glue, glue everywhere. That is so much fun. Pretty soon, I think you will not be able to tell that this was a box. Okay, so we have that side, and I think we want to put a color on this side where it says closed, because we'll have one side of the sign that says open, and then when the store is closed, you can turn it and it will say closed. So maybe, what would be a fun color for closed? Oh, maybe like, actually red might be kind of fun, because I always think like red means like stop sign, like maybe people will think that that means closed. Maybe we'll make the closed sign even more fun because, you know, if it's open, well, you go into the store, but if it's closed, at least you can admire that sign. Okay, so let's measure up that we have to cut out. That matches up really nicely. And I'm going to put glue all over here. Yeah. And then the next step is even gonna be more fun. So we've got glue, 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 glue everywhere. I'll pop this red on here. I love that. Press, press, press. Now, the last thing I think we need for our sign is an edge. I think we can just use construction paper.
Construction paper!
So what we're gonna do to make the border is we're just going to measure out how long we need the border to be. I'm going to do that, and we'll just cut a strip, kind of like that. Again, doesn't need to be perfect because it's all about you. I'm gonna cut out a strip, and then here's what we do to make this border look really good. We're gonna fold this in half, just like that. And we'll use our thumbnail or one of our nails to make it a really crisp edge. And so once we folded that in half, the idea is that this can go inside of that. And we'll just tape it down or glue it down actually. And that way we'll have a nice border for our sign. So I'm just gonna put some glue. Again, you could use any type of glue you like. I'm just having fun with a glue stick today. Any type of glue will work for this. And you could also use tape. And you could also use washi tape instead of doing this. We're gonna take this and we're gonna stick it right in there, and we're gonna fold this up and over. And we're gonna press, 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 press. And check it out. We have a bottom border on both sides, and you don't see any of our edge at all. So I'm going to trim this off this side, and we're gonna make another border. Okay, so I have here to here. I'm gonna cut right here. Boom. Okay, so I'm gonna glue right here. And we're gonna just put that on. Okay. Ooh, perfect. Now we have our glue right here. And we have two little empty spots. And I think what we could do is we could put something there to decorate that, so people don't even know that there was an empty spot. I think we could use some pom-poms. I'll make a big glob right there. I'll make a big glob right there. And I'll put these pom-poms on top. Oh, that looks really good. It looks like they're supposed to be there. I love that. Okay, so now open on this side. So I'm gonna use my marker to kind of lightly trace out the word open. And open is spelled O-P-E-N. That means you're open for business. And I think this side, I think I wanna do something really fun. I want to make these letters bold. I think I'll use washi tape. And the fun thing about washi tape is you can kind of shape it as you put it on. So you're the boss of that washi tape. Okay, here we go. The thing about this is you could just leave it as marker writing, but I just think that it looks so much more unique when you use a different medium. So marker is a medium, pipe cleaners is a medium, washi tape is a medium. I think it's always nice to incorporate a bunch of different mediums into this. I saw this washi tape and it's kind of metallic. I love that. Maybe I'll do a line of it here. So take a look. This is our open sign. And now we get to make the closed sign. So I think we should use pipe cleaners. And we're going to shape the letters with pipe cleaners. So we're gonna make the letter C. So I'm just going to twist, 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 twist. Boop, 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 boop. Kind of like how we did the little hooks. That's how you can kind of double up on a pipe cleaner. And we're just going to shape it into a letter C. Just like that. And I'm gonna pop it down right there. And then I want the letter L, O, S, E. And the last letter is the letter D, C-L-O-S-E-D, closed. And I'm gonna use this to get all these letters down on this sign. And it's okay if you use a little extra because it will dry clear. So now we need to make the hanger for the sign. So what I'm going to use is some string. I'm just gonna cut a little bit of it because this is gonna be the thing that hangs up. Move that back, and I'm gonna use a straw. So the straw will be really helpful for hanging it up, and it'll be something that can kind of be a support between these. See? And it hangs up like that. Cool, huh? So we are going to push this yarn through the straw, and to do that, I'm gonna use the back of a paintbrush. Always in crafts, you never know where the tool to do a job is until you need it. And you can just invent whatever tool you need. So we're gonna keep pushing this till we're all the way through the straw. Just go on in. Hang on. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna splice this open. Oh, there it is. Okay, and we're going to pull this through. And thank you, paintbrush. And we're going to bring this through our sign. So we're gonna take this. We want it to rest on the straw. Pull it through. Nice. Perfect. And we're going to knot the top. So we're gonna tie a knot like so. Pull it nice and tight. And then to hide it, we're just going to pull it right into the straw. So look at that. Check it out. This is our Crafternoon creation. We made an open and a closed sign for a business, and all we have left to do is bring it to the business. Yes! Hi. I hurried back. Check it out.
Oh my happiness. This is for me?
Yeah, this is a sign that will tell your customers if you're closed or if you're open, and you can hang it up in the window.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
I will. I'm going right on the window.
Awesome. Well, that was just so nice. I love when a craft can help somebody else, don't you? Well, thank you so much for having another Crafternoon with me, K10. Bye. Hi, it's me, K10. And guess where I am today? We're at the beach. Yeah, the beach is so much fun. You can do so many fun things here. You can have a picnic, you can swim, you can surf, and you can play in the sand. But the thing I'm here to do today is watch for dolphins. Dolphins are my favorite ocean creature. They're mammals and they swim in pods and then they jump up out of the ocean. It's so cute. So I am gonna start looking for dolphins. Come on! Dolphins, where are you? Where could they be? At least I have a snack to pass the time. Well, if I can't see a dolphin, what can I do? I know, I can make a dolphin. This gives me a clever idea for a Crafternoon. And we can use this plate to help us make a dolphin. Come on! Wow, okay, so we have this plate, and this is how I think we're gonna make a dolphin. Okay, so take a plate, and what you're gonna do is, I'm thinking we could use half of this plate as the dolphin shape, and then we'll add a fin and a snout, and we'll also add that kind of that top fin on the dolphin too.
Hi, K10. You know, the fin on my back is called a dorsal fin. Cool, huh?
First things first, take some scissors and cut this paper plate in half. Just like so. Boom. So let's take this portion, and now to get the dimensions of what you want for the dolphin's nose and the dolphin's fins, we're gonna take, I like blue, I think blue is a really pretty color for this. We're gonna put this on top of a piece of paper, and then we're gonna take a marker and we're gonna trace the dolphin's nose, we're gonna trace a top fin, and we're gonna trace the bottom fin too. I'm gonna use blue for tracing just because then it's a little easier to disguise later on. Okay, so let me think about that dolphin I wanted to see. So maybe I'll have its fin kind of come out of its tail like this, and it's gonna go down, and dolphin tails kind of go like that, and then we'll go back up. That looks cute. And we're gonna need a top fin. It's kind of like that. Let's not make it look too much like a shark. And then we're gonna need the nose. Dolphins kind of have a nose like that. So this is our dolphin, but we're gonna make this look even better because we're gonna cut this out. And we're actually also, I think what we should do is put a little bit in because we're gonna tape this to the back of the plate. So just make sure that we can cut out something that gives us a little bit more so we have room to tape it. Okay. Okay, so now, time to cut. And what you wanna do is not cut on the outside so we see the line. We're gonna wanna cut on the inside of that line to get the shapes that we need. First things first, we need to tape our fin to the back. So kind of want the dolphin's tail to kind of go like that. All right, so we'll tape that on. Do, 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 do. Easy peasy, just your basic old tape. And here's our fin. So we're gonna put this up top, just like so. Oop, like so, like that. And we'll tape that on. Do, 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 do. There we go. And then we need the dolphin's nose. So we'll just put put that on right here. I know that there's a type of dolphin called a blue nose, and this is definitely gonna be a blue nose dolphin because it's got a blue nose. Okay, tape that, and it doesn't hurt to give this a little bit of extra tape, especially if you're gonna be playing with it later on or giving it to somebody else as a gift. So just tape, 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 tape. Maybe a little bit over here. Get it all nice and stuck on. And now to make our dolphin jump through the air, I think we should attach one of these craft sticks to it. So then that way we can even like pretend it's jumping along. And so all we do is we just tape this on our little stick. And like so. You can also use, if you don't have a craft stick, maybe you could use a twig or, you know, even sometimes 2 straws. If you tape those together, that's a nice strong stick to hold things with. That is looking great. Okay, so we need to draw the mouth on the dolphin. So I'm gonna use my marker to just draw like a little line. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Now we know that the dolphin can open its mouth and it can say, and now I think what we should do is we should paint our plate blue. So I want to make a blue that matches this kind of color blue. I'm not maybe going to do it exactly, but let's give it a shot with our color mixing. So I'm going to take some of this blue. It's like a dark blue, so I don't want to use too much. Put a little dab there. And then I'm going to use, to make it lighter, I'm going to use white. The white is right here. Oh no, that's a lighter blue. We could put some of that in there too. Here's the white. Okay, let's put some white in there. Boop, 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 boop. And there's a little bit of pink on there. That was from another craft I was doing. And let's put some of this light blue in there. Ooh, that is gonna look actually really cool. So I wonder, I hope we get a little bit close to this color. So let's mix it up. Here we go. Ooh, this is looking great. Look at that. It's getting close to that color. And actually, I think we might even need a little bit more dark blue to match that, because look, this is a little bit lighter than that. So let me put some dark blue in here. Boop. Give that a mix. And mix, 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 mix. Okay, this is looking pretty good. That's like a darker blue now. Okay, it's still a little light. Maybe a little bit more of this. I actually have another fun idea that we could do. Okay, let's do that. Mix that in. Okay, so this other fun idea I have is really kind of cool. So I'm thinking, what if we mix some blue glitter glue in with this so it'll look like the dolphin is shiny.
Glitter glue!
Just give it that extra little specialness. And if you don't want to put glitter glue in or you don't have glitter glue, don't even worry about it. Okay. All right, I think we're ready to paint. And even though it's not an exact match, that's fine too, because people will get that you're trying to make a dolphin. So let's just paint, 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 paint. Well, you know what we could do, because we didn't have an exact color match, and we have some more paint left over, we can paint our construction paper to match. Okay, and now I'm gonna get some black paint. Perfect. All right, pop this on our little palette. It's probably too much paint. Oh well. And I'm gonna take a little tiny fine brush like this, because that's good for like doing fine details, like a little line. We're gonna go along this line like so, and give us that dolphin mouth again. How cute is that? That is so cute. All right, so now what I wanna do is, this dolphin has got everything except what? An eye. So let's put an eye on our dolphin. Do we like this? Actually, yeah, that looks like a dolphin. All right, so let me grab some glue.
Glue!
Pop that eye right on there. Wow! Check it out. It's another Crafternoon creation. We made a dolphin that we can see anytime we want. And thanks for having another Crafternoon with me, K10. Dolphin, say bye. Thanks for watching K10's Crafternoon. If you love this and if you love crafts, make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube at K10 Crafternoon.